It has been an interesting year. But before we find out which day's the best, let's have a look at how we got here. Seems like only yesterday it was Wednesday, and I was welcoming you over there. I was over there, I think, explaining this series. If you aren't familiar by now, this is my review of 2025. And last Christmas, my brother got me 7 shirts. Each one saying Uncle Fuzz Reviews. That's what my nieces call me, Uncle Fuzz. One for every day of the week. This is Thursday's shirt. I know it doesn't say it anymore. It's been a long year. I can do a vlog every day of the year to find out which one's the best. That day of the week, that is. The 360. You get it. You get it. There's 365 days in a year. I'm not going to rank them. I was Twitter whacked. Went to a maybe actor's wedding. My grandpa died. Had my heart broken. I saw a good horror movie for the first and possibly last time ever. If you don't know anything about me, that's a big deal because I've seen horror movies. I just don't like them. I've seen movies that I like. I just don't consider as horror. So, for example, A Heretic, right? Seen it, didn't like it. It starts kind of run of the mill, and then it gets philosophic-y, and there's layers to it. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. How's it gonna end? Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. Run of the mill. It's like, yeah. You know? Another example is Happy Death Day. Love that movie. It is also science fiction-y, but I don't quite count it as horror. So, however, Together is the first and possibly only horror movie I've seen that's actually good. It was scary and gross, and I felt uncomfortable. I wanted to get out of there. Definitely a horror movie, but it was good. Characters didn't really make any dumb decisions. It was all consistent logic, you know. A couple of times I wouldn't have made that choice, but now that I've seen that character on screen for about 30 minutes, I believe they did. That's absolutely believable. So, good horror movie. I definitely don't recommend it. I don't like horror, so it was probably the last one I'll watch because I finally found a good one. I had a crack at making a short film. If you go at PS_original, you can see Processing and Mourning, a short film yet to make its debut. I haven't shot anything. I couldn't organise the actors, but there was little hints along the way to say it was a good idea, and I've learned a lot about producing. I'm hoping to do a web series next year. Might give the film another crack, but we'll see. I've been more in tune, emotionally and spiritually, and trying to like just kind of vibe out the day rather than going, oh, well, it starts at 5 and then I had a nice sleep in, so now it's at 6 and then the bird shat on me. You know, it's I did get shit on by a bird this year. That's true. The weird thing is I've gotten better at living in the moment, which means I've gotten worse at vlogging, but that's authentic. You don't get to see it because I didn't record it. But it's authentic because that's where I'm at in life. My mum's come up to visit me, or before she goes home or something. I don't really know the details. I suspect someone will invite me to something and New Year's Eve will happen. So yeah, coming up this week, today is Christmas, and I'm actually going to spread some Christmas joy. Hang on a second. It says Merry Christmas. Also had what I'd consider a prank call. Someone called me the other day, I think Tuesday, returning a call that I made to her while she was at work. I never called anybody. But since it's Christmas, let's go. I don't even know her name. Merry Christmas, Sheila. She said Merry Christmas too. But who is this? Which is a fair question. I guess she didn't save my number. Sheila, if you're watching this, I didn't mean to freak you out. I just thought, hey, this is Christmas. Why not spread some joy around? At some point, I have to do Harry Potter and the Drinking Game Part 2 with Matt and Noah, so that should be fun. If you want to play along, we'll be watching Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. You do a shot, or you take a sip every time they say Voldemort. Every time he notices the Chamber of Secrets, he'll get points. The big carrot point at the end, if he answers the trivia question correctly. That video should be up at PS_what is the point. Give you a good paradise. Give me good.
How long do you think you
Can
can talk about a given topic?
Can you go in? Congregate to go there. Get nothing. Go in. Hello? I'll see you then. Oh. That was a weird phone call over there. Oh. So just got an invite for Christmas lunch down in Mandurah, which should be fun. Which should be good. I don't know if it'll be fun. Today was pretty good. Got a message back from Chugs saying Merry Christmas. Sheila had no idea who I was. Went to Mandurah.
Hey, that's just like this.
Woke up before 7, wine tasting at 11. Busy, I've got no time to stall. I've got friends and family, and I know when to pee. Guess I really can't have it all. Check out all the things that I own, and there it is. I'm an adult, my life's freaking awesome. I'm an adult, not an awesome. Could be if I wanted to. Just need 3 more people to screw today. To get rid of dread, I meditate on bed, staring at these 4 walls again. I always remember the last time I had a good time. Everyone's got room to grow, and I get a beat from my phone, and there it is. I'm an adult, my life's freaking awesome. I'm an adult, not an awesome. Could be if I wanted to.
Next station, Mandurah, where this service terminates. This is Mandurah. This service terminates here.
So the house I grew up in, so my grandparents at the retirement village, the other side, my mum's parents. It's pretty good. I did get a little bit of sunburn. I don't know if you can see there, the back of my neck there. There's a strip of red. I wore a hat all day, you know what I mean? And I was like wandering in the shade and stuff. So I did try to avoid it. I reckon that's probably where my hat ends. Oh, I was supposed to do the laundry as well. I don't have any detergent. I got about $3. It's gonna last me until Tuesday. So Thursdays in general have been kind of mid. And I mean, like, specifically this Thursday, I'm going to give 7 out of 10. Welcome to Friday. I know I'm not wearing a yellow shirt. It's the same shirt as I was wearing last night. Don't have any detergent. Wouldn't matter if I did. All of the machines require card payments anyway. So until this bad boy gets a stain on it, it's staying on my body. Today, don't have anything planned, but then I didn't have anything planned yesterday. Today was pretty uneventful. I did watch 3 Christmas movies. I did some meditating, which was great. I accidentally fell asleep, had an unscheduled nap. Pretty relaxing for a Friday, considering that it's Boxing Day. You know, if you put that in the mix as well, it's not. It's like, well, somehow the typical sort of notion of what a Friday is has been embedded into me. Grew up going to school like most people, where the days would be Monday to Friday. Friday was the last day. Actually, during high school, Friday you got to go home early if you were bad at sport. I did basketball. So many people at my school that played basketball. I was in the D team, and nobody showed up. And when I say nobody showed up, I mean not all of the schools have 4 basketball teams. So the other schools sometimes didn't show up. I then went to work. I did a bit of stuff as an IT technician. Most Fridays you did drinks in the staff lounge. It's just embedded into me that, like, oh, Fridays, it's the last day of the week. It's you know, sometimes you get to go home early. It's the start of the weekend. And then in the city, Friday night is late night shopping. I'm giving this Friday a 9 out of 10. Today I woke up before dawn without an alarm. Did some meditating, went to the shops.
Go inside the pocket. Hands go inside the pockets until the first one travels to the hand. There's the second one leaving. Yeah, or the middle. Thank you very much, Lee. Yeah, hey, hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching my show.
relax. Watch someone fail at linguistics.
Yep, that dorky social studies teacher in that amazing Alexander Payne film was right. Morals and ethics are not the same thing.
What's the difference between morals and ethics anyway? Anybody?
Morals are your personal beliefs about what is right or wrong. Morals tend to come from your family, your culture, your religion, your gut feeling. For example, if you believe lying is wrong because your parents or church taught you that, that's based on your morals. Ethics are society's beliefs about what is right or wrong. Ethics are a
I disagree. Your moral is the internal wiring that you have. You know it's bad to kill because it feels bad to kill. You don't need to think about it. Stabby, stabby blood equals sad. It's at the core of your DNA. You're embodied with this morality of good versus bad. Ethics is another layer on top, where it's like, well, it's immoral to kill people, but what if someone is killing people? We should kill them before they kill more people. So it's ethical to assassinate a murderer before they become a serial killer. You're doing everyone a favour. What he's talking about in that short is the difference between subjective and objective. And it's discussing ethics. So he's discussing what he claims is moral is actually subjective ethics. Kind of. He's basically just wrong. But what he says is ethics is mostly ethics. But it's objective ethics as opposed to subjective ethics. He hasn't touched on morality at all. He tried to, he just got it wrong, that's all.
Ethics are society's beliefs about what is right or wrong. Ethics are a code of conduct for a group, not an individual. For example, a journalist's ethics say they must report the truth even if they personally hate the person they're reporting on. Another way of thinking about it? Morals are internal and individual. Ethics are external and collective. Your morals might say cheating on taxes is fine if the government wastes money. But the ethical code for an accountant doing your taxes? That's a hard no because they don't want to break the rules. Sometimes morals and ethics clash. And this is where the drama happens, man.
You necessarily legislate morality. All laws legislate morality, from laws about the death penalty down to parking tickets. All laws weigh in on moral questions and come to moral conclusions and enforce those moral conclusions on the country, on the people.
Goodness.
His wording wasn't fantastic, but he was basically correct.
Goodness gracious, no. Almost by...
Yes. Actually. And the funny thing is that he prefaced it by saying goodness gracious. So what he said is good and gracious. And also wrong. He just happens to be wrong. It's okay.
definition, all laws are based on ethics.
According to his definition, that might be true, but it's just not true. I don't see how he missed the point the other guy was making. from his perspective, the law unifies moral beliefs into ethics. But he dismissed the statement out of hand entirely altogether. And I think Mr. Beast, you're not, first of all. And you might be a smart guy. You just happen to be wrong about the definition of morals and ethics. That's okay. I'm glad to have taught you something. And I nodded off, followed by an unscheduled nap, and cooked and ate dinner. Typically Saturdays were really awesome, especially growing up as a kid. You learn you have to go to school, and then you learn you get Saturdays off, and it's just fun. It starts off as a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's when people have the most free time. You go to the pub and you have a drink, maybe a meal. There's something so freeing about Saturdays. I'm giving this Saturday a 9 out of 10. Sunday, bloody Sunday. I know. Please, leave a like. Matt should be back by now. He's going to be back on the 28th, and today's the 28th. He might not be back this second. In fact, he might be driving back. I don't know what car he's driving, don't care. Point is, today I'm making plans for Harry Potter and the Drinking Game, because I'm doing this vlog for the next 4 days. So I've got to record this using the battery and the memory card and this guy as well. It's happening, and I guess it's taking up some of my time, but also the editing I have to do, and that's kind of time consuming too. And so I can't just, because the movie is like 2 hours and 45 minutes. So, and this camera, and you're watching me on right now, is maximum battery life of 2.5 hours. So I need both cameras fully charged, ready to go. I also need to be awake, because I will not only be doing the drinking, I will be asking the questions and giving out the points. So I need to be not only like literally awake, but like physically alert. The longer I get to plan that, the better. It's 8:33. I'll give Noah a text. Hey, has Matt gotten in touch with you about Harry Potter and the Drinking Game? Did a bit of meditating, started to plan Harry Potter and the Drinking Game Part 2. Mum got back to me about possible PlayStation purchase. I had a couple of naps. Sunday's very stereotypically the lazy afternoon. You know, it's, you don't do anything because it's the weekend, but also you don't do anything because you can't stay up too late because there's school tomorrow. You can do work tomorrow and have like a double long black with an extra shot of espresso. So it does get better as you're an adult. If I was measuring it against other Sundays, I'd probably give this like a 5 out of 10, honestly. But I'm not comparing it against other days. I'm rating it out of 10 and then get the average score and then compare the scores. Yeah. You know what? I'm giving this Sunday an 8 out of 10. Welcome to Monday! This isn't my Monday shirt. I just happen to have a black shirt. The other one got a stain on it. Payday came early, so you're gonna go to the shops and buy some detergent. Yeah. And gonna pay $8 to get my shirt washed and do some meditating. I'll probably do that now, actually. Yeah. I know I'm wearing a different shirt. I've got an idea for Wednesday. It's relax. Today I did some meditating, went to the shops, came back for a bit of a relax. Oh, I forgot to buy detergent. I got it! Did the laundry, quick, had a nap. I just realised I'm never going to wear this again. I don't know, I'll take the sticker off.
Sunday.
I never really hated Monday. I had enough like foresight or wisdom or whatever to realise that hating a day was kind of unhealthy. Probably was my least favourite of the 7. Just because you've got to sort of start things back up again. Over the year, not a lot has changed to persuade me otherwise. But Mondays are more or less blended in with every other workday. This Monday specifically, I'm giving a 7 out of 10. At some point, my mum wants to take me to pick up a PlayStation, which would be awesome. Still talking with people on Facebook Marketplace to see if they're available and etc. Have gotten word from the Popcorn Society. Saturday we'll be reviewing One Battle After Another. Should be interesting. I've seen the trailer. I also saw a clip online about of Leonardo DiCaprio like raving about the movie. The plan, I think, is to chill out until Mum tells me to get on the train, pick up a PlayStation. On the way back, I'll give Nora a call back tomorrow. And when I get back, I'll do the review. Okay. I've just nodded off, which is a great time for a nap. It should be interesting because normally I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, but I'm expecting a call or text any minute now to say, hey, get on the train, get a PlayStation. I'll see you then. Got a call from gonna meet her at Rockingham just after 1, which means I've got to leave here at 12:15. Nap, have lunch, get the train, and then pick up the PlayStation. Hopefully it's working in order and stuff. Shoot the review here. Back from Rockingham, picked up the PlayStation. Not exactly what I was expecting, but it's good. And let's plug it in and see if it works. I know it turns on, we test it when we're there, it turns on. It wasn't super convenient with the kids there and that and they've got a big TV. I don't even know if they do red, yellow, white. So it wasn't super convenient to like test it while we're there, but it might not even have been possible. Didn't check. I'm gonna plug it in, see if it works. Fuck! I sure could use some alone time. I'm an adult, my life's freaking awesome. I'm an adult, not in a bosom. Could be. We're gonna screw for no reason. If I wanted to, I sure could use some alone time. Could be if I wanted to. Just need 3 more people to screw today. I'm not alone today. I'm on my own today. Because I'm an adult today. Okay. Green light. Oh, sick. What's this game? I'm glad I'm testing it out here. Imagine doing it at his house. Sometimes it takes a while to load. You just gotta pretend to. Yeah, this is much better.
Guy number 2 is cheese. Excuse me. Do you have a dream? No dream? In 2 minutes, I can help you think about your dream. I'll give you £100 without Google. Tell me a little bit about your background. What do you do? Delivering parcels. Delivering parcels, of course, is an important job, but it probably wasn't your dream.
I did do other things today, but it mostly accumulated in getting my hands on this Sony PlayStation. I didn't quite have enough time to watch or review the movie. Tuesdays are typically, typical. It's just a Tuesday. During the course of this year, the reputation of Tuesdays didn't stray that far. Because the year started on a Wednesday, I tried to do laundry every Tuesday. Most of the days kind of seemed to blend together. It's like any other day. Today was a good day. And it feels really good to get a PlayStation. But not everything worked out the way I wanted it to. I haven't got it to work yet. It kind of does mostly, but not quite. I was also hoping to watch and review a movie, which I hadn't had time for. Mostly got things planned for tomorrow, but not 100%. Having said that, I'm feeling, I give this Tuesday a 7 out of 10. Is just your typical Tuesday, the middle of the week. The Alpha and the Omega. Garfield's nemesis. Sunday, bloody Sunday. It's Saturday! And very subjectively, the best day of the week is Friday. Take it easy. If you subscribe to this channel, that would help a bunch. If you share this video with your friends, that would help too.